It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Moments away, it'll be the Indiana Pacers going up against the Chicago Bulls. Looking at the Bulls, they'll be up for this game, facing the team that defeated them in the conference semis last season. This is one they've been waiting for. One of the guys to watch tonight, Monte Ellis, such an explosive player at times, really dangerous when the fourth quarter rolls around, Shaq.
Yeah, Ellis, a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they disrespect him and give him space.
Well, the best thing that he can do is create for himself. That is a talent, to be able to get that many shots off at that.
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Looking at Chicago, they took the win in their last game against Miami. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all there. Once they got it going, it was full speed ahead.
The thing I took away from that game was just how dominant they were on the backcourt.
Well, it would have been hard not to see how dominant they were based on the numbers. I mean, they just completely dominated the glass.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Hill, also Ellis out there. Howard is out there with Paul George. Bulls on D. Butler with the steal. Dang dishes to Freak. Butler kicks to Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And it seemed inevitable that they were going to lose that game with how they struggled, but in the end, they had an opportunity to win.
Yeah, you know, Greg, but to me it appeared as though they just had heavy legs. I mean, just looked to be very tired out there at the end.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And again, Chicago, no good. The Pacers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Ellis with it. Out defended by Freak. Hill against Butler. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
Here's Hill. He dishes it to Ellis. And the basket by Hill.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
And that one's good. Freak.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Outside Hill. Left side George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
That is good.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Outside, George. It's Ellis on the wing. Howard with the screen on deck. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Pacers have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Here's George. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
That's what I like, a nice, strong finish inside.
That's what he does. He's got that dunker mentality.
My goodness, physicality personified right there. Able to just go up and finish over the biggest defender.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. The Pacers have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. And that one misses. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Pacers leading by 8. Freak in a 2-guard. Mirotic is out there with Pau Gasol. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Rose in at the 1. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Chicago's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat delivered quite a performance. He ended with 31 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. A bit of a surprise attack for him, as he is usually just regarded as a role player on his team.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Here's Lawson. Following the basket by Freak. And Lawson with the drive. He dishes it to George. Tries again. Howard misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Here's Freak. The rebound by Paul George.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it, "Are you kidding me?"
Now, here is Lawson. Nobody near George. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. 9 points for Paul George. Bulls trail by 10. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Ellis. Ellis against Butler. Puts one up from 19. And it's good once more. Nice make there from Freak. Freak's got 4 this quarter. The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Lawson outside. George passes to Howard. Here's Turner on the money from 12 feet away. Turner's got the lead back up to 10 now for Indiana.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look. Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Near the three-point line, it's Ellis, and it comes off the front of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
That's good.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Indiana making a change here. And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Ellis can't get it to go.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Portis, the pass to Freak. Bulls moving the ball around. Off target with his 3.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had early.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Chicago making some changes. Aaron Baines, he's checking. There's 25 seconds left here in the second. Hill against Rose. Hill dishes to Henson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
And the second free throw, good. Bulls trail by 7. Passes it to Rose. Feeds it to Freak. Out left to the wing. Bullock kicks to Rose. Pass to Freak. 13 feet away. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Freak's got 6 points in the quarter.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Pacers lead by 5.
Thank you, Kevin. Dwight, what's your...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Well, take a look at the numbers for Freak. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And so in the game for the Pacers, they've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then there's Howard. Dang against Ellis. To the middle. Kept alive by Indiana. Bulls trail by 3. Pass to Freak. The feed to Gasol. Here's Freak. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Not good shot selection. Long range and a defender all up in your jersey.
And you know, that's just the kind of defensive work he's known for. I mean, he can take that shot away from you and does it more times than not.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. And here's a look at some of the most multi-dimensional players in the NBA. Not only can they pass, they can fill it up. The highest scoring point guards this season. Freak is second.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, and that's the age we're living in right now. I mean, it's not uncommon to see a point guard lead his team in scoring, which used to be almost unheard of. And these guys here are all capable of carrying the scoring load for their team on any given night.
The drive by Hill, rejected by Gasol. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. And it's Butler missing.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Again, missing Hill.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Took him no time at all on that one. 17 points for Freak. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Hill kicks to George. Dishes to Howard. Ellis with it. He's picked up by Dang. Ellis, the pass to Howard. The jump hook. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. And it's 6 points for Howard.
Timeout for the Bulls.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for George. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And you know, that's what stars do. It isn't always about scoring 50 points. It's about making plays consistent.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Turner's checked in for Indiana. Lawson comes in for Hill. Screen by Howard. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. George dishes to Howard. Lawson with it. Gasol covering. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Lawson. Lawson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Butler kicks to Freak. Back to Butler. To the inside. Freak. And he banks in the layup. Freak's got 22. Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Ellis outside. Shot off the screen. Off the left rim and out.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. I'm sure he appreciated it.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
And it's good. 11 points here for George.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
And that is good. Mirotic has got the game tied up here for the Bulls.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
5 to shoot. Ellis kicks to George. Chicago grabs the miss. Gasol's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Kicks it to Turner. The shot's good on the assist by George. Turner's got 4 points in the quarter. Bulls have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. And slam dunk by Butler.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented. For plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
George passes to Turner. A shot by Lawson, wide open. The putback, and it's slammed in by Howard. And the Pacers lead by 2.
That's how to make your mark on the board, with an emphatic finish.
Oh, Clark, he was savage on that second opportunity.
And really, those types of possessions, guys, can be really demoralizing for the defense.
The Pacers shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Lawson drives in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. Let's check out some of the best shooting teams out there. Number 1, the Bulls.
Kevin, I've always said shooting percentage individually and for a team is a function of the kinds of shots you get. This team leads the league in shooting percentage because 1, they have good shooters, but 2, they take high-quality shots. They're a very disciplined group.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Gasol. Portis comes in for Mirotic. McDermott's checked in for Luol Deng. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Over to the wing. Here's Freak. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Indiana leading. And there's the pass to Henson. He feeds it to Allen. Indiana moving the ball around. Hill drives in. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hill's got 6.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Passes it to Portis. Outside Rose. He kicks to Baines. There's Freak. It's rebounded by Indiana. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Slay. Can't connect from 13 feet out. And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. It's the Pacers up 4. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Indiana leading by 4. Freak in at point guard. Aaron Baines out there with Portis. Then it's Rose, and it's McDermott in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. The Bulls shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Freak dishes to Baines. Feeds it to Freak. 3-pointer. And Henson pulls it down. The Pacers shooting in this game 45%. It's Hill on the wing. Allen outside. Henson with the screen. They double him with Freak. And Henson with the bucket on the assist by Stuckey. And the Pacers lead by 8.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Some changes for Chicago. Pau Gasol is checked in for Aaron Baines. Bang comes in for McDermott. And it's Butler in for Derrick Rose. The Pacers also changing it up. Turner's checked in for Henson. Paul George comes in for LaVoy Allen. And it's Ellis in for Rodney Stuckey.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Open shot, George. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Portis. It's tipped. There's the dish to Freak. Fires the 3. Good. Freak's got 27.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The drive by Hill. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Down low. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Pass to Freak. Fires the 3. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. One-on-one fast break. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Pacers leading by 7. And George kicks to Ellis. Back to George. Outside Hill. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Chicago has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Dang for 3. That's good.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
During that break, Coach Nate McMillan had some words for his team. He said, "We are this close to finishing them off, but the job is not done yet, and I don't want to see any let-up out there." We'll see how well his point got across, guys.
On defense, the Bulls trailing by 4. Rebound by the Bulls. Butler's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the wing on the left. Here's Freak. It's tipped, and he recovers it. To the middle. Portis, the pass to Butler. Dang for 3. Another miss by Dang. Indiana leading by 4. Hill drives in. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. 10 points for Hill.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Dang kicks to Freak, and he banks in the layup.
Boy, that's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Turner dishes to George. There's a screen. Here's Ellis. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Gasol's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it. The fast break chance. That's good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Bulls trail by 6. Unloads. That one off the back iron and out.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And there's the pass to Portis. 1:36 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Ellis can't get it to go. The Bulls have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Deng can't get it to go. Pacers leading by 6. Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. And George kicks to Hill. Rejected by Gasol. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Turner. Here's George. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Well, how about Paul George in this one? 15 points and 2 steals. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Now here is Hill. He's covered closely. There's the pick. He dishes it to Howard. Tries it from 9. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. And the Pacers lead by 9.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Here's George. Some solid defense from Gasol.
I think it's safe to say this baby's over.
Yeah, that's fairly obvious. I'd say that's a really good assumption on your part.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And Indiana can just let the clock run down here.
Chicago foul call. Freak. That's his 4th personal foul. At the line for the Bulls, George Hill.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he can't get either to fall. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. The 10-footer. Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride.
And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 2nd personal foul. At the line for the Bulls.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And Chicago has possession. Freak. No good on the quick 3. So it's Indiana picking up the win. They see.
Dwight.
The 2K Sports post-game show.